Paddy Hannan was born in 1840, over 170 years ago. He was born in Ireland and he moved to Australia when he was 20 years old. He had 6 brothers and sisters who moved to Australia too. Paddy moved from goldfield to goldfield for many years, searching for gold. He started in Ballarat, Victoria, for 5 years and then went to New Zealand. He came back to Australia searching for gold and came to Western Australia in 1889, moving to Southern Cross.
I came to the West in 1889, and after a little spell at Fremantle and York, I struck out for Southern Cross. I was in the cross one day when I saw Arthur Bailey come in across the lake, who spoke to Warden Finnerty. A prospector was quick to notice such things, and I asked the warden what was up. The warden replied, "I think there is going to be a rush." I didn't speak to Bailey then, but a number of the chaps were getting off to the new find, and I started too. My mate Tom Flanagan went with me. When we got to the 12-mile rocks, which are just about 100 miles from the cross, Bailey caught up with us and stayed there that night. He was a very nice fellow, and when we reached Coolgardie the next day, he showed us the famous outcrop on the reward claim. Well, I worked about Coolgardie for 9 months and had a very good claim. About June 1893, rumours got about that gold had been found on Mount Yule, somewhere out northeast. Nobody seemed to know where it was, but a lot of diggers started off. Now, this is where the finding of Kalgoorlie comes in.
So Paddy Hannan and his mate Thomas Flanagan left Coolgardie and after 3 days reached what is now known as Kalgoorlie.
My mate and I found some collars of gold near Mount Charlotte, so we determined to stop and prospect the country round about,
said Paddy Hannan. This is a spot where they first found gold in Kalgoorlie that you could visit. There were no buildings or town there then.
There was another man, by the way, with us, Dan Shea, to whom we gave an equal share in our prospecting claim.
They were getting excellent gold, so on the 17th of June 1893, Paddy Hannan rode his horse to Coolgardie with about 100 ounces, which is 3.1 kilograms of gold, and broke the news. The next morning the gold rush to Kalgoorlie began. This is Paddy Hannan's miner's right. We are still finding gold in Kalgoorlie today using big machines, trucks and dynamite. In 1910, at the age of 67, having searched for gold or prospected for all his adult life, Paddy Hannan stopped prospecting and moved to live with his 2 nieces in Melbourne. He died there in 1925 at the age of 82. The main street and a suburb in Kalgoorlie are named after him, and in 1929 the statue of him was placed here.
The information from this video came from the book A Claim to Fame by Tess Thompson and internet sites. The images also came from the internet.